James Hergott here, and today I want to talk to you about the physique category and men's physique classic, which is a new category that's just been announced. So I want to start by giving a shout out to Bios3, Jerry Ward. You know, he had talked about the physique category and going from bodybuilding to physique. Now, I just competed at a national level in bodybuilding a few weeks ago, and I placed eighth, which is respectable. You know, I made the most improvements that I've ever made, ever going into a contest. This is the best that I had ever looked. I was really proud of myself, and that's the key thing. But the fact is that there was 7 other guys that were better than me that day, and a lot of that comes down to genetics. My trainer, Joe Seaman, he weighs, he's in his early 20s. He weighs anywhere between 240 to 270, depending on how close he is to contest. And he's a big framed guy, and he's just a natural bodybuilder in that way. I've always had, a small waist. Like Jerry says, I've got small wrists. I've got a really good V taper, nice chest, nice shoulders. My legs aren't my best body part. So, I always kind of looked at physique as, the pretty boy thing and all this. But, the category has changed as time has gone on. And I just realized, I'm 39 now. I just turned 39. As I get close to 40, I realized, I'm at a certain weight and certain physical structure, and instead of trying to become something I'm not, I have to somewhat accept what my genetics are. The same way that I'm not going to suddenly go and play in the NBA. I'm since I've been an adult, my weight has relatively, if I'm lean, been anywhere between 170 and 200 pounds. It's just what it is. And, I have certain attributes, like I said, a V taper. I've got small waist and different things like that. So instead of trying to be what my trainer is and bulk up and be 220 pounds, and I'm going to give physique a shot. So a friend of mine, Winston Roberts, who he started the IFBB with Joe Weider and Arnold way back in the day. He's got a show in town, which is a small town in Canada called Coburg, and it's called the Winston Open, and it's on October 17th. So I decided to put my ego aside, and I learned this from following a lot of MMA. I filmed a lot of MMA fighters, and sometimes, their stand-up is good, but they need to work on their ground game, or, whatever the scenario is. So based on that, I had to take an honest look at myself and say, you know what, maybe my genetics are more apt for this than for that. So I've decided to give physique a try. I don't know how I'll do, but, it's been rewarding. Normally, if I was to continue on with bodybuilding, what I'd be doing at this stage right now is bulking in this off season, getting ready for a show next spring. And right now, by doing physique, I'm basically eating clean, continuing on with my cardio, and doing my weight training, which are all the things I would do if I just wanted to maintain a healthy lifestyle at, closing in at 40, and maintain a longer life, a better quality life, which should be a goal of the fitness industry. So rather than bulk up to 220, which I've been at certain points in my life in the off season, and then trying to cut down and stuff like that, I feel much better right now. So I'm like 6 weeks, 5.5 weeks out from this next show, and doing physique and keeping my weight down and doing all this cardio. I feel younger, I feel healthier, I feel more energetic, and whether it's muscle or fat, being 250 pounds is hard on your heart. So at my age, I think that this is a better option for me, a more sustainable option for me. And my credit to Jerry Ward, Bios3, for being the first one that I had seen that really talked about that, and his ability to put his ego at the door and kind of, to move into it. Jerry, if you're watching this, I said to you, nice shoes at the last Olympia, because I'd seen your shoe video, and I love Louis Vuitton shoes and all that stuff. So much respect for you, and thank you for your contributions to the fitness industry. Also, I'd like to thank Jim Mannion, who recently announced this whole Physique Classic category. Now, this could be a game changer in terms of, like, I don't know if I would fit into Physique Classic. I don't know if I would fit into Physique next year. I don't know what, because all the judging criteria and things are going to change. But I do know this, that the more options there are, the better it is for the fitness industry. The more money that can be pumped into it, you're going to have more competitors. I mean, the women's division have 5 categories. The men only have 2, really. So, it's only fair that we open this up to more people, and that'll help the supplement companies. It'll help grow the industry. It'll help get more people competing. It's just going to be an expansion of the industry overall, and it gives more options. If I'm too big for Physique Classic, I can do Physique. If I'm too small for Physique Classic, I can do Physique. Whatever the case is, it's kind of something for everybody, and I really like that. People that say it should just be bodybuilding, it was once just bodybuilding for women, and I think that would have really limited things without opening up all the other classes. I mean, if you think about boxing, if you just had heavyweights, you would never have an Oscar de la Hoya, you'd never have a Floyd Mayweather, you'd never have other people who may not have that size but are excellent in different capacities. Again, everybody has different genetics. GSP, I did a movie about him, fantastic athlete. Obviously, if you threw him in with Brock Lesnar, he wouldn't have been able to compete. Not everybody's Brock Lesnar, but GSP, pound for pound, was a fantastic athlete and inspired a lot of people. A lot of people wanted to have his physique and different things like that. So why not in the fitness industry open it up, have different categories, and allow more people to be part of it? So, I'm very excited about this announcement, and I think it's really going to grow the industry. Thanks to Jim Mannion and everybody that's, got behind this, and, I think the sport's really going to grow. And again, one last shout out to Jerry Ward. Thank you for inspiring me, and we'll see how I do. And if this doesn't work out, then maybe Physique Classic is the one for me. Who knows? But either way, I get to still get my ass on stage and enjoy the competition and keeping fit and all those things and setting goals for myself. Peace out.